Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Reveal Works. It's a new year. It's actually January 1st, 2021. I feel super excited because I have made new decisions in the last week of 2020. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the difference between resolution and decision. Why is that important? There are three questions you must know at all times. You must know the answers. Who am I? Why am I here? And what is life all about? Or how do I create anything I want in my life? As you know by now, I have incorporated quantum physics into my working out routine. And why is that? Because this is who you are. You are energy or spirit that lives within a body and has an intellect, mind, body, and soul. That is who you are. Quantum physics refers to beyond the physical body. We must start into the non-physical or the spirit side of us because that is who we are. You see, when you think, that activity happens in the mind. As you think, whatever you're thinking about and you're familiar with, for example, if I say, okay, what is this? I'm asking you questions. So I'm causing an activity of thoughts in your mind. You're going to say this is an apple. Well, how do you know it's an apple? Because you were introduced to this knowledge when you were a baby. Now, this apple, this idea and identity of this apple has been imprinted into the brain. The mind and the brain work together. The brain is not the mind. The mind is activity of thoughts, and the brain is where you have the cells, and those thoughts are imprinted onto the cells of your brain with a picture. We are humans. Human is humus, and man is spirit. So you are a spirit in dirt, in a body. But you have a brain, and the thoughts turn into images and visions. A vision is activity of images. You see something like in a movie, that's a vision, all right? An image is a staying still picture. So that is how we think, okay? Now, let's think of working out. Let's say right now that your present vision or your present image of you, it's this. You look in the mirror and you say, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like that. Okay, that is what you have made up yourself to be. You have said those words. You're saying that's a problem. Okay, great. Within you, there's also the solution. Where is the solution? The solution is in the spiritual mind, meaning you have the ability to respond to your own needs, to your own problem. It's called responsibility. It's your responsibility now because of your present conception of you, because of what you told yourself about you. Now it's your responsibility to change it, nobody else's. To go and run after a diet, a doctor, a fitness instructor, without doing this process every single day, you are not going to achieve your results. It's always going to be resolution, which you know very well is not going to last. But when you understand who you are and how you operate, it comes from the spirit into the physical, right? As in heaven, so on earth, as within, so without. That's the law of operation. That's how life is created. You understand that it's your purpose now to create the vision, to create that desire. And to create the desire is to close your eyes and go within the imagination, which is a gift of mind. And in the mind now, you begin to shape yourself. It's as if you're entering into a Photoshop, but it's a live Photoshop. You are the director, you are the editor, you are the person that cuts away, you're the chiropractor, you are the, what do you call them? The doctor, right? That cosmetic surgeon, you are the cosmetic surgeon, you are everything, you are everything. So if you say, okay, I don't like this. So you look at yourself, for example, and say you look at your hips and you say, you know what, I really don't like this. Okay, great. It's not enough to physically look at yourself and say, I don't like it, because you're going to stay within the problem, all right? You must change the problem into the solution. So what you do, you see in your mind's eye, again, we're working with the quantum physics beyond the physical. We're going into the beyond the physical, which is the spirit, which is the mind or imagination. And I begin to shape myself, and I see a picture of who I am right now. But I look at it and I say, oh, but look, I look so amazing, I look so amazing, I look so amazing. And all of a sudden, as I focus on that specific part, I don't see this. I don't see this. I see more of this. Stay there. Keep focusing on that. Why? Because you are a spirit. The spirit is creative, right? The spirit creates. It's not the physical body that you have to manipulate. It's the spirit. Without the spirit, you can't do anything. What does that mean? Without a vision, you perish. What does it mean? You're going to stay stuck where you're at. You're going to do all kinds of diets, and the doctor is going to say, well, you know what? You have problems hormonally. Your metabolic system, this and this and this and that. We're going to look at the outside, or they're trying to look at on the inside at the operations that are happening, but they're all starting from the spirit, from the mind. In your brain, you have 1,300 chemicals. And so depending on what you think and what you keep seeing in your mind, those chemicals are being always created. You think of the same problem, the same chemicals are created in the body. Thus, we have that problem. And the doctor only diagnoses, and it's telling you that what that chemical reaction has done within the body. And it's maintaining the body in that state of being, which is overweight and sick or diseased in different ways. So you must understand, you are a spirit or energy in a body. You must work with the spirit because you are spirit. Don't forget your spirit. So what am I saying? You must touch that solution or that vision. Without a vision, you perish. Why? You're going to keep looking at what is. And you're going to repeat this. You're going to stay here because your mouth has a lot of power. You're releasing that energy. You're saying, words go out there and come back and bring to me that which I have sent you to do, right? Your words will never return void, which means they're going to maintain and sustain you in this type of life. Your life is sustained in the tongue. Life is in the tongue. You are sustaining this body according to that which you speak, and you speak from the abundance of the heart, and the heart is the subconscious mind where we form the pictures. But because we have no picture within the subconscious mind, we cannot change the language, which is the release of that energy, which is life. And so you want to change your life, you must change the picture first. Then you speak of the picture and you say, look, I look so amazing. Now you might look at your physical body and have the tendency to say, well, it's not. In that moment, close your eyes. When you undress in front of your partner, when you look yourself in the mirror, when you take a bath, when you take a shower, when you try some new clothes on, close your eyes. In the dressing room, and you know what you say? You say, I see it. That's me. That's me. I love that me. I love that me. You must fall in love with that version of you. You don't love yourself now. No wonder you speak negatively of you. But you have to be in love. You have to fall in love with you. And you say, but I can't. Yes, you can, because now you see the other version of you. Fall in love with that. And what happens when you fall in love with something? The more you spend time with them, the more you see yourself that way. The more you speak of yourself that way. As two people in love, you and that higher version of you must fall in love. That's it. You're not supposed to fall in love with a guru. You're not supposed to fall in love with your partner. You're supposed to fall in love with you. And that's how you fall in love. That is how you love yourself. That is how you put yourself first. You work with you. When two people agree, when you and this higher version of you agree, it's not you agreeing with a diet. It's not you agreeing to be disciplined and working out every single day. It's you agreeing with that identity, that new identity of you. When two people agree, it will be done. When you, in this present circumstance, agrees with that higher version of you, it's done. But you have to continue to stay in that agreement. That is why resolutions don't work. Agreements or decisions work. And every time you make a decision and you renew your decision and your agreement, each time you think of yourself that way, you renew in your agreement, right? Renew, renew, renew. Renew your mind daily. What does it mean? Keep looking at that vision of you. Renew the mind. Because it's easier to look at the physical and what is. But remember, the physical is already a manifestation of what you've thought previously. So if you want to maintain this, look in the mirror and talk negatively about your body. If you want to change the body, start as in heaven, so on earth. Bring it from heaven on earth. And the way to bring it in quantum physics, we are talking about a supernatural change, the laws of the universe. Here's what happens. You are going to attract to you the right trainer, the right diet. You are going to be disciplined. Everything falls in order. Put it that way. You are working in the flow towards that vision. You see, cybernetic system is the mechanics that is found in certain machines and certain animals. A cybernetic system is a thermostat. The thermostat is that vision in you. You've got to set that thermostat within you. You've got to look at that picture so many times, at that vision, and you set it in. Your hips, your abdomen, your ass, your arms, your back is so defined. It's so clear in your mind that nothing can shake you out of it. Resolutions have nothing against it. People's opinions, your partner's opinion, your friend's opinion, your own opinion, your present opinion has nothing against that vision of you. That's the thermostat. What happens when you open the door to the front of the house? The thermostat goes down. Every time you open yourself up to the present circumstance, you're creaking the door open and the thermostat begins to change. It begins to lose its shape. You begin to forget about you. You fall out of love with you. Okay, so what you need to do is to set that thermostat. We set the thermostat through meditation and visualization. We keep touching the solution. We keep touching the vision, because without that vision, you perish. And so remember this, build within every desire, build within every vision. There's also the mechanics, or the ideas are built within it, which means everything that you need out in the world right now is going to come to you. It's going to come to you. The right trainer, the right diet, at the right time, you're going to be in the right place. You're going to have the right resources. You may be eating probably the same food and still lose weight. Well, Dr. Joe Dispenza had done a study. They took two groups of people, and one group of people was only working in the mind, a certain area of the body. They were doing the exercises in the mind. The other group of people were doing it into the physical. They both achieved the same results. But who do you think put more effort and work into the results? The people that had to work out physically. But the person that was doing it internally, working only with the vision, they achieved the same results, the same mass muscle, but they only did the work of the mind. All right. So you want to be a whole person, mind, body, and spirit. You want to do it all. You want to work it all. But when you work it all, there's so much power. There's so much change that happens. That's called the quantum leap. When you work as an integrative person, and we have integrative medicine and holistic medicine takes care of the whole body. This is what I want to do for you. I am a mindset and a high performance mentor. I have been coached by some of the highest top leaders of today. You can think such as Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, and so on. And so when you know who you are, the question of who am I? Why am I here? Your purpose is to move yourself from where you are to where you want to be. That's your purpose. That's the purpose for your existence. To go from a problem into the solution. Then you have another problem, you have the solution. And you keep moving. You are a thought evolved being. You move with each thought you have. You transform your body, your life, your finances, your relationship with your thoughts. Okay? So we go from where we are to where we want to be by having a vision in every area of our life, every single day. And that is your purpose. Now, how is life created? As within, so without. We are operating by the laws of the universe. You are your own universe. Your life, your body, your mind, your spirit, your whole being is a whole universe. You have a whole universe inside of you. I need you to go within and create that universe, because it is as within, so without. So you can't take a cloth and wipe the mirror and say, I'm going to change my image and I'm going to wipe this mirror, but you're still the same. You can't change the outside. You must change the within. So the mirror, or what's on the outside, changes. You must change your physical body within, so then the physical body outside is being transformed. So what I would suggest, or how do you work with the vision, is to keep touching it. Touch the solution. Keep touching that solution. Keep falling in love with that solution. And how often? Each time you have a negative thought about you, you say, oh, this thought came up for me to change it. What does it mean? I'm so ugly. Oh, no, I am so pretty. But it's hard for you to say it, because the mouth speaks from the subconscious mind, or the abundance of the heart. And so you must immediately connect yourself with the vision, and you see yourself and you say, oh yeah, I love myself. I love myself. You must speak from the vision. Otherwise you can't speak. But the reason we're so accustomed to speak of what is because that's all we see. This is the image you have imprinted in the brain right now. Change it. You must change it. And then fall in love with it, so that your language changes. You see, the life is in the tongue, and as you release certain words, they're not going to return unto you void. If you know anything about me, I love to talk about theology and science. As a spiritual scientist, this is when a person becomes healthy mentally, physically, relationship and in finances. You must have to understand these two schools of thought, okay? It doesn't matter if you want to lose weight. It doesn't matter if you want to make money. It doesn't matter if you want to be loved. You must know yourself. You must know the answers to the three questions. Who am I? Why am I here? And how life is created. When you know the answer to these questions, you will understand who you are and how you operate, right? Who you are, what's your purpose, and how you create every desire that you want. This formula of success applies in every area of your life. So I wouldn't give it to you unless I knew that it works. I have transformed, I have created quantum leaps into my life. And at the moment, I'm writing certain books, and I might bring them out to you. You can read them. You can look into them later on. That's the vision for this year. But ultimately, what I would encourage you to do is to hold this in mind, these three things. You are energy or spirit in a body, and you have an intellect. You have a mind. So you are mind, body, and spirit. As within, so without, that's the law of order, or that's the law of life. What you do within, you're going to do on the outside. So if you want to create those quantum leaps, quantum jumps into your physical appearance, you must work with a vision. Without a vision, you're going to perish. So your mouth releases that authority, it releases that power, that energy, and that comes back. Why? What you give, you receive. A lot of people have been taught, I'm going to give of my time, my money, my resources. First, you must give an image into the universe. You must put out an image into the universe. That's what you give. First, you give to yourself. You cannot give to others unless you receive first from abundance. So I'm teaching you how to receive the best identity, the best body. First, you receive it. You welcome it. You welcome that vision, but first you must create it. When you create, you put it out. You're giving it out. Okay? And the universe responds and says, okay, here's what you need. You need to change the diet. The right ad is going to come to you. You're going to hear a friend about something, and all of a sudden your mind connects and says, oh, that's what I need to do. That's the path. That's the way that's going to lead me to that vision. And so you're going to work at a higher level. You are not going to be here with everybody. Your mind doesn't think like everybody else is continuously being busy and talking about present circumstances. You are going to achieve your success at a higher rate when you connect yourself with that higher version of you. So you are mind, body, and spirit, and it starts in the spirit. You operate with the mind, and then it's manifested into the physical reality. I love to talk about this. As you can see, I go over and over the same thing because I love it. I dream it. I sleep about it. I sweat about it. I think about it. If you wake me up in the middle of the night, this is what I want to tell you. This is what I want to tell you. Without a vision, nothing's going to happen. All right? Fall in love with the vision of you, and everything that's necessary is contained within that vision. That vision releases to you, because listen, when you put that vision into the universe, all right, the universe sees it. You may not realize it, but we're talking about quantum physics, beyond the physical. Your eyes cannot see. So when you put that vision of you out, the universe responds, and all of a sudden, what you may think this is just a coincidence of this ad or this friend of yours talking about this diet or something, you might think it's a coincidence. There are no coincidences. You call them in. You're receiving. What you give, you receive. What you give, you receive. Whatever you give in the mind, you're going to receive. Right? You want to be a generous person? Imagine yourself having millions of dollars. Imagine yourself giving a lot of money. All right? And guess what? You imagine that you have that. Guess what? You're going to have to receive it because you've imagined it. What am I saying? Whatever you create in the mind, your body is always going to experience. Your imagination goes before you, and it creates that for you. You're projecting outward that picture. That picture will never return to you as a picture anymore. It will return to you in the form of a circumstance. As my coach and mentor, Bob Proctor, and now I shared with you who my coach and mentor is, had said this: we are vibrational beings. We think. Our thoughts are vibrations. And your head and my head is just like a phone. When you input thoughts into the phone and you're sending a message, those are your thoughts. Those are vibrations in the universe. The person at the other end, if they are calm, a calm mind, they're going to see that text into a vision. They're going to see a picture. They're going to figure you out. All right? To figure you out, that means they're seeing an image of you. They're going to feel what you're feeling through that text. And they're going to create a picture of you in their mind. So when you're sending a thought out, you are actually sending pictures. All right? And as you're sending pictures, the quantum field works in such a way that it's going to respond to you back. Maybe that friend might say, oh, she is so bad, she doesn't feel good. You are asking for her to come into agreement with you. And when two people come into agreement, guess what's going to happen? You are going to continue to stay in that place. You need to be very careful as to what you send in the text as well, how you talk about you. When people ask you, how are you feeling? You're supposed to say great and amazing, because you are speaking from the version of you that already exists, that physical body that you're in love with. That is how you speak. That's the language you must adapt. So remember, everywhere you go right now, when you find yourself at the restaurant, when you find yourself with friends, when you send a text, don't continue to talk about the present body, all right? Talk about as if you're that person that already has the ideal image. Why? Because as you send the text out, that person creates an image of you and they're saying, yeah, she is like that. You have asked someone else to come into agreement with who you are, and that situation never changes. I teach my children, be careful who you come into agreement with. It's not about being popular. It's about evolving. It's about transforming your life and going towards wherever you want to go. Because everything is going to come to you. All the answers are within. When you understand who you are, how you operate, and what your purpose for your existence is, and how life is created, you are going to be more careful as to how you think about you. It's all about you. It's about nobody else but you. The resources are created by other people. You are going to receive those resources if you put them out as if you already have them. Your desire, your vision calls in those resources. The right amount, the right time, the right place. Okay? So I hope I've encouraged you. And don't make resolutions, make decisions. The decision is an incision, a cutaway. You cut away the old, you cut away the present circumstance and say, you know what? I'm going to create a vision board. I want to take the ideal body, paste a picture and a face of me, and that is who I am. Wake up, look at it. Wake up, think about it. Wake up and say, sit there and say, oh, I look so great. I look so amazing. I love myself. Even go and give yourself a hug and I say, I love myself. I really, really, really love myself. I love the way I look. I look so amazing. I look so amazing. I just love myself. And you're going to feel a wave of love. You might even start crying, which is okay. What you're doing, you're releasing those negative emotions. The negative emotions are going away with your crying, and that new vision has more space to take over in your brain. Okay? So, love yourself this year. Love yourself first. Give yourself what you need, which means put the right image out so that you can receive. Because only when you receive and you have from abundance, you can give to others. You cannot give without what you don't have. Which means if you don't love yourself, you can't give love. If you don't have finances, you can't give them away. So this is the formula of success, applied in every area of your life. But firstly, I encourage you to focus on your working out, on your transformation of your physical body. So if you feel encouraged, if you feel motivated, if you feel in your heart that this is the right channel for you, then I would encourage you to stick around and hold me accountable and hold yourself accountable. Okay, we have that responsibility to work towards ourselves, ability to respond to our own needs every single moment, every single day. Thank you so much for being here. I welcome you into the Reveal Works community, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you. Leave comments below, like and share, subscribe, and I want to know you. I don't want to go on this journey alone. Like I said, nobody goes on this journey alone. We have resources that are being brought to us. You are my resource and I am your resource. All right? So I'm looking forward to seeing your comments, and encourage your friends. If you know anybody that is struggling, encourage them to come and at least watch this video, maybe watch some of my videos, and if they feel and if they think that this is the right fit for them and this is the right place, then they are going to stay. All right? I'm looking forward to new transformations, to hear the changes that you have created in your life. I feed off of that, which means I love to see it, because we all love to look at beautiful things. We all are encouraged by transformations in others. And so that is my hope, that is my intention, that is my expectation and vision of you, to see you falling in love with you more than you have ever fallen in love with before. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.